So we recently saw videos about these candle beads going viral, which got us really curious to see how they actually work. So today we're going to be testing 8 different candle designs with these beads to see if they live up to the hype.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
They're basically little tiny balls of wax that come in these containers, and they are surprisingly expensive. It was $200 for about 8 pounds of these candles. And just to compare, when we bought soy wax in the past, it was $36 for a 10-pound bag.
So the first design we're going to go with is an aquarium candle. Now you do this by using Orbeez, which is something we've never used before. I don't know why. They look really fun.
We've never used Orbeez before. I've never touched them. Oh my God.
It's full of beads!
It's like firm fish eggs. Oh my gosh. They're like more firm than I expected, but still squishy and like kind of slimy.
Yeah.
But they're not slimy because it's just water, but they're so slippery that they feel slimy. Adults experience Orbeez for the first time. And then I also got, this is the smallest pack I could find.
Oh my gosh, they're so bouncy. Look at how bouncy they are. We need to start layering fish. Crab on the bottom.
Crab on the bottom. I'll put this guy here. I swear this is a candle stream, everyone.
The candles are coming. Let us just play with our balls for a little bit longer. I don't like this. Sorry, I don't like this fish.
Yeah.
What about a crab floating?
Crabs can float.
Crabs can swim. They literally like use their arms. You add a ball.
I know we're so late to the Orbeez trend. This is like us playing with slime and being like, slime is so fun. How come no one's talking about this? But now we pour. They're being revealed. They're being revealed. It worked. It did the thing. Look, it looks like it's clear.
Yes.
We put maybe too many fish, but like that looks cool.
No, I love it. It's an aquarium.
I like how like this guy is just like sideways. He's just like. Now for the candle beads. They're super, super fine. It's like
super fine.
It's like a coarse, lightweight sand.
Yeah.
They're getting like caught under my nails and stuff.
It's like candle sand.
Float.
Yeah.
I think they're floating.
It looks like detergent.
Oh, it does look like detergent.
It looks like detergent. No, all you have to do is you just stick these in until there's about a quarter inch sticking up.
Okay, let's try it out. It is a candle. I mean,
but like it hasn't gone down.
Yeah,
enough.
let's see.
You know what I mean?
Starting to melt the wax a little bit, so you can kind of see like there's little pools.
Yeah, there are pools of wax.
And it is like creating sunken spots.
Yeah, because the candle beads are like a lot of air too. When they're turned into puddles,
they're much more dense.
Yeah. So on the bottom, aquarium. Fun, fresh, fancy. Oh my gosh, that one fish is just sideways.
Yeah.
So much fun. They're having so much fun. And then all of a sudden, wait, it's a candle too?
What the heck?
That's crazy. Oh my gosh, how do you do that? There you go. All right, next up is something a little bit less stressful, sand art.
Yeah.
You just layer the different colored wax, and then that's it.
Now I do think this will have a fun look because like if I'm comparing to normal candles, in order to do a layered look, you can do it, but you have to like wait for each layer to cool, which is a little bit annoying. Ooh, I'm gonna do something fancy.
What's that? Scented.
Oh, we only got one scented because we didn't want to like overwhelm ourselves.
And I'll pour this one just on this side. Look at that.
Honestly, that's really cool looking.
That's really cool.
Hey, we made art. We made like hills.
We didn't even think about that. Again, part of me is like trying to remember, this is a very bad deal. Even though I'm having fun.
I'm having fun, but they're so expensive.
I'm having fun, but I should still be upset. So you can see here a lot easier because this is darker. You can see the
like the size
bead
of the
forming.
beads, yeah.
So you can see that pool growing.
I feel like what looks like
decently
bubbles.
fast. You
I
see that?
feel like what looks like bubbles popping is just like a bead melting. Yeah, so I feel like this would burn way faster than a candle of the same size, is my instinct.
Because there's more air in there.
Because there's more air.
You know what we should do with this one? Because it's one of the smaller candles we're gonna make? Knock it over. Because they advertise that one of the safety things about this is that if you knock it over, it'll go out instead of continue to burn on its side.
Should we get a normal candle and knock it over too and see if it goes out?
All right, ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it went out.
It went out.
All of our art is gone.
Oh. Let's compare to a normal candle. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Oh. That isn't good. There's black smoke.
I don't want to just be doing propaganda for like...
Yeah, I know. They're not paying us.
Yeah.
But they're so expensive.
Yeah, they're so expensive.
They're so expensive.
That was interesting.
That is kind of interesting.
That was kind of interesting. Yeah, now I have to like clean wax up off of our cookie sheet. And that I can just vacuum. Although I won't. I'm gonna like scoop it up and put it back in because it's freaking expensive. Save it. How much money in wax is this right here?
Yeah, is this gonna like
$50 million.
This is probably like $15.
Yeah, it probably is like $15.
Let's show you guys the aftermath.
And now it's a used cat litter candle. Definitely cat litter. Looks more like cat litter now.
Oh my gosh, Katelyn.
What?
I looked on AliExpress and you can get this from China for $30 a kilogram.
What?
What?
Is it just drop shipped?
We got bamboozled.
Bamboozled? Hey, we don't want to make any claims here. We don't want to get sued. We're not making any official claims.
Oh my gosh, I saw, yes. Granular pearl wax for handmade candle making materials. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a drop shipping thing.
It could be a drop shipping.
They just buy it in bulk, slap a fancy flame on it, and then upcharge a ton. It could be.
But for legal reasons, we are not saying one way or the other.
We can't tell.
Anyways, want to test the next thing?
You know what this is?
Huh.
We were bamboozled by Instagram ad.
We did see these on Instagram, yes. It was an ad. We got. We do have another sand art we could do.
So this is the inspiration right here.
Where you do 2 layers and you poke it down and you make like a little design.
Yeah. Now, do we want to do multiple? Let's do multiple and then poke down still.
We can do multiple.
I think, we got an inspiration video, but we can one-up it. Nice layering, but...
What if we poke it with a stick?
Hey, it's doing something.
This is so satisfying, I'm angry. It's so fun.
It doesn't look exactly like they're drips, but it does. We are making art.
I feel like we made a goth candle.
All right, that's fun.
It's just fun. It's like a spider web. I love that it's like kind of goth.
You can really see like the size of the beads here.
Yeah, especially when they're like intermixed with other colors. So you guys were saying the last candle was a little creepy, and I agreed it had some goth vibes. We came up with a candle idea that is also a little bit creepy, and we're calling it the cult candle. Mm-hmm. We 3D printed some cult members, and we thought it'd be really nice if they could have like a little get together. We're gonna try freehanding a design. I thought it'd be really cool to do
A pentagram?
a pentagram. And then we'll place the cult members around the pentagram and light it like they're doing a ritual.
Yeah.
Will that be nice? So, where's the turn on button again, sweetie?
It's right here, Grandma.
Oh, it's on. Okay, now, how do I sell my noodle recipes online?
Wow, your noodles. Well, that takes a lot of time, actually. So you have to buy a domain name. You need to learn coding and design. After you learn all of that, you have to optimize your website for phones and tablets and make sure you have the right keywords for Google results. You can hire other people for the job, but it's really expensive.
I'm done.
What?
What do you think, sweetie?
But how?
I just used today's sponsor, Squarespace, of course.
They have so many professionally made templates, so I picked one that tickled my fancy. Then I used their Fluid engine to customize the look as I see fit.
But
I know what you're gonna say. Will I show up on Google search results?
The answer is yes. They handle search engine optimization without any additional cost.
Grandma, I thought...
Also,
I can sell my super secret noodle recipe in a member gated area.
Hold on, Grandma. You called asking me for my help. How are you able to do all of this?
oh sweetie, I know how to use a computer. I just wanted to spend more time with my grandson.
Oh, Grandma.
Go to squarespace.com/EK2 to get 10% off your first purchase with Squarespace. And after that, call your grandparents.
Just had the urge to make out with you.
It's not that other channel, Grandma. Oh, you should. You know what you should do? You should get a bottle.
I was gonna get like a funnel and draw a star.
I was thinking, you know the like ketchup bottles. That we
Oh, the
bought?
squeezy bottles?
The squeezy bottles.
Yeah,
Right?
I got those. I probably don't need a ton.
Whoa!
So expensive.
Let's put them in first because we're gonna have to bury them
Okay, yeah, put them kind of like, yeah,
as
around the
far
edge,
back
yeah.
as possible. Oh, this is looking good, guys.
No, they have different poses. Oh, he's dancing. That guy's like this. He's going like this for sure.
That looks
Yeah, that's good enough.
pretty good.
It's like, I don't think squeezing it. I think it's just like once it starts going, it's going, you know? Oh no. Oh no.
Squeeze. Oh my gosh, squeezing works. Oh my gosh, she's drawing. Oh my gosh, that's looking great, baby.
I mean, it looks like a
Look at that.
pentagram.
They're having a party.
They are. Do you want to add a candle to the
Yeah.
middle? Chad says, I leave for 5 minutes and we're summoning demons. I mean, we'll see what we summon.
Hopefully a cat. Oh, guys, look at this. This is a unique candle.
5 friends having a little bonfire.
They're having a little bonfire. Look
Oh,
at
I
them.
love their shadows.
Oh, they're shadows.
The shadows they cast against the outside.
Oh, yes, yes, look at that.
Okay, that's cool.
Summoning the Juby. What would the chant be to summon a Jube?
Ham, 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 ham.
All right, ready for the next candle, baby?
I am. What is it?
We are going to be doing a terrarium candle.
Ooh.
So they just used like a wooden container to pour it into. They added some decor.
A healthy distance away from the wick.
I think we can do better than that. I mean, that container is cool.
The container's really cool. We don't have that.
We don't
container.
have a cool container.
They did it with like the white, but I thought it'd be cool to do it with something that actually kind of like looked more like dirt.
Yeah,
So,
desert rose.
you know, it kind of looks like sand. We don't have quite as much room to work with as they did. I'm gonna try to keep things out of the way.
That looks
And that's
relaxing.
pretty good.
That's like a spa.
Yeah, it's totally like a spa. I'm gonna bury it.
Let's just do one candle wick.
Yeah, there we go. Wow, this one was really fast.
That was really fast.
It's cute, fucking cute.
And cute. God dang it.
So angry.
so angry.
Ooh, what a nice faux terrarium you have. Oh yeah, don't have to keep those plants alive. What? It's a candle? My gosh.
My gosh.
What's even happening in this world?
All right, Katelyn, this one's all you. In our notes, this just is listed as Katelyn candle. She came up with some idea and she's being secretive. Katelyn, present your idea.
So chat is already on to my idea. They made a comment with our sand art candle that when we mixed it all together, it looked a little bit like kitty litter. One of my gut reactions when I saw these was, kind of looks like kitty litter. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a kitty litter box candle. And I have a best container I could find. The aspect ratio isn't quite right, but I just want to do a little mini candle. And I got a pooper scooper, a tiny pooper scooper.
Wait, but baby, we need to get like a little, go ahead and fill it all the way up so that the heat doesn't hit the...
That's what I was gonna do.
We need a little poop.
You wanna make a little poop?
What could we use for a little poop?
Some clay.
Wait, just right here. Terracottas right here.
Oh, we're pooping on stream.
We fill it up a little bit, even more.
Yeah. This one is not
Just for
practical.
safety? No.
I do realize it's a plastic container. I really wanted it to look like a litter box. Terracotta is heat safe.
It's heat safe.
Yeah, so this is fine. Oh my god. No, this is...
That's a big, we can reduce, this is too big.
No, I like it. It's just that this is too small. Oh, it's good with a little litter stuck to it. Leave it like that. This is the classiest candle we've made thus far.
You guys, that's a candle.
It's a candle.
That's a candle that we made as two adults.
Look at that.
Well, guys, when you look at that,
it's a litter box candle. Oh, the little poops, the little poops.
this is art, guys.
This is art because we say it is.
Put it in the restroom for odor control.
Oh my god!
Right?
Mini Jube in her litter box.
The seventh candle will be inspired by this video. It is a stencil related video.
Yeah, so they're using little cookie cutters,
Yep,
little Christmas cookie cutters.
there you go. And then just pour in.
It's so cute.
But you know we're not gonna use exactly what they're doing. We're gonna do our own spin on it.
It is Jube.
It's a cat.
And how cute would it be if she had two glowing eyes?
I think that's probably enough of a base.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we carefully apply the black?
Yeah.
Just gotta get a feel for the flow.
We're gonna just do it in a pile and we'll shake it. Yeah, just pile it up in the center.
One second.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. I slapped it and it all went to one side.
Don't slap it more. Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
You know, and it's okay if she has like fuzzy edges because she's fuzzy.
There you go.
There you go, perfect. Let's add a couple wicks.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Oh wait, pink nose.
Oh, a pink nose.
Pink nose.
Oh,
use the tiny kitty litter scoop.
yeah.
Oh.
Did Juby love?
Hello, Jube.
Does Juby love scoop? Yeah, Juby loves the scoop. Juby loves the scoop. Wait. This isn't gonna work. It's just all falling. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. That didn't work.
Bury all the ones you don't want to see.
Buried.
Ah, there it is.
There it is. A
There it is.
perfectly
Wow.
applied nose.
Wow, just like we planned. Got some
that's
glowing
great.
eyes. Oh my
I
gosh.
love the glowing eyes.
You guys wanted glowing eyes.
It looks even crazier from the side, like from an angle.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, ooh, glowing cat eyes. Oh my God!
Ah. But we're not done yet, y'all. We are gonna make a fully floating candle. The Orbeez were partway there, but this should be fully floating.
Fully floating. How much white do we have?
We have enough white.
Okay. Because only the white floats.
All right, let's start with the rocks at the bottom by carefully placing them in.
Nice.
Now, this is obviously too long to fit in here, so
So we cut in it. Cool.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really curious to see if it actually floats because on the water one, it is floating, but you can see the outline of Orbeez.
Yeah, like how much are the Orbeez holding it up?
Yeah, how much are the Orbeez doing the job? And I don't know if you can tell, the water line is up to about here.
Yup.
So there's just like maybe a 1/4 inch of wax that is not in water.
Concerning.
Concerning. So I'm very curious to see if this one actually floats.
All right,
Okay, let's pour it in.
engage the pour.
Okay, I still want to leave room for like an inch because that's what we're supposed to have.
No, a little more. I want this a little bit higher. It's floating.
It's floating.
It's floating. It's floating. It's floating. It's floating. It's floating.
It is floating. I wonder what happens when it gets heavier. It's
loading up
weird
the
how it's
island.
spinning. This is like a slightly classier version of the Orbeez aquarium.
What do you think about our Orbeez aquarium?
Nothing, I love it. Now it is sinking. It seems to be about halfway in water.
Yeah, so it will float, but it will also
It
sink
will
some.
also sink some.
All right. I mean, that is pretty cool
That's
looking.
pretty dang cool.
That's pretty dang cool. I gotta say so
I
myself.
gotta say, it's pretty dang cool. Come on. There we go.
Wow. Wow, you guys. Look at this. Wow. It's so fancy. So classy looking. And that's that.
And that's that.
Let's bring them all out. I call this a success.
Success. Sand art? I would say success.
Success. Sand art 2, success. Cult, huge success.
Huge success. We summoned a Jube.
I love this a lot. Terrarium,
Success.
I really like this a lot too.
Poop. Success.
Huge success.
Huge
this
success.
is hilarious.
Juby. Success. Floating candle. Success. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's expensive, but like, man, what a fun time. Now, I do think it would be very satisfying at the very end here to pull the like melted wax from the one that's been burning for a couple hours now. Oh, that's satisfying. So you can see how much melted in a couple hours.
All right. I'm gonna reset this. Ready to go. Well, this was fun.
I enjoyed it. I'm still a little salty about how expensive it is, but I had a good time.
I'm very salty. What's the thing like where you enjoy it, but you're like, it's like someone's pulling you along.
Are you trying to think of like some obscure term?
Yeah. Against my will.
You enjoy it against your will?
Yeah.
Even though we bought these willingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
See?
It was begrudgingly.